Welcome to Impact Duty. I'm your host, Manisha Dadlani Kripalani, bringing you empowering stories of friends and people I admire. Their voices have given me joy and the momentum to share their stories with you. Today's episode is with Bhavna Harchandrai. She is a renowned fitness instructor in South Mumbai with over 2 decades in the industry. She's a fitness writer with leading Indian publications. She was recently featured in the Sindhian magazine. With an array of expertise, she has headed the departments at Gold Gym and Moksh. At the moment, she teaches a variety of themed workouts on Zoom. Hi, Bhavna. Welcome to Impact Duty. How are
Hi,
you?
Manisha.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. All is well.
Really? I'm glad to hear
As
that.
good as it can be,
Really?
as good as it can get during a pandemic,
You sure look good,
given our
Bhavna.
situation. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. So do you. And right
Well,
at
it's
the
good to
outset,
see
I
you.
want to say I admire you doing this passion project and taking it upon yourself to inspire others in whichever way you can. And I really appreciate and respect that.
Well, bless you, because honestly, you are my fitness guru. So I'm so glad you're joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So kind of
And
you.
Bhavna, I really wanted to find out, where are your fitness goals centered around, or how have you centered your fitness goals?
Well, I believe in the 5 aspects of fitness. So I believe in a holistic or well-rounded aspect of fitness. I try to keep my goals consistent, daily, manageable, and try to get my all these bits of fitness into my regular life. So I'm talking about a cardiovascular activity, some strength training, flexibility. So do my stretches regularly, eat a good, no fuss, nutritious diet, and of course, mental stability, a healthy mind and a healthy body. So these I call these the 5 fingers of fitness, and that's what
Mhm.
I've centered my goals around. Everything is nowadays is about looking good and cosmetic changes, slimmer waist, and smaller hips and all. Of course, that is important. You want to look good. I completely understand, but it's not that you go on a drastic fat diet or go keto or starve yourself just to attain those goals, because the holistic picture is very important.
Right. Thank you. And we're all at home or pretty much in some form of a lockdown. And how hard has it been for people to stay motivated?
I think now there have been a lot of behavioral changes in people. There's a lot of more exposure on social media, on YouTube, etc. So there are videos that are going around Instagram, like I said, social media, free classes and classes at a nominal price. So there's so much that you can access. So to
Hmm.
be motivated and to just get to doing it is a touch of a button now. So
Wow.
long as you've decided here what that you need to be fit, it's
Hmm.
just a click away. It's no longer of getting ready, going to the gym, driving that distance. It's you're at home, dress sharp, dress to work out, click a button, and you're ready to move. So
Incredible.
I don't feel it's been that difficult to stay motivated.
I'm glad to
And
hear that.
everything comes from deep. Yeah, I see a lot of people who in general were not really into fitness, because now it's become so convenient that
Right.
now they've gotten into fitness. Senior citizens who would
Hmm.
just resort to going for a walk, oh, I do my stretches. Now they've become more aligned to fitness because there's a whole new world out there that they've been exposed to,
Bravo.
which is it's a big positive
It
also.
definitely is. Yeah. And you've had many years in this industry. Where did your fitness
23.
23? Wow, Bhavna, you look all of 23.
That's so sweet of you.
Wow.
This is without a parlor.
Wow. So over 2 decades in the business. And where did your journey
Yeah.
begin, or how did your journey begin?
As far as I know and remember, I've always been active. So my mom's joke is this, that Bhavna started walking late. I started walking at 13 months because I'm tall, right? So
Right.
that taller kids take longer to start. And she said once she started walking, she just didn't stop. So, well, so I was always fit. I was the sports captain of school.
Uh-huh.
And even in my college days, when everyone would have, the teenagers of late nights and wake up late, I would sleep on time, 7 a.m. I was in the community park doing my walking, running, jogging, even on
Wow.
a Sunday. And
Really?
my friends would be like, what are you made of? So that's just an integral part of me. And getting into the line of fitness has just been a natural extension of what I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rightly so. Yeah. And have there been any obstacles or any failures which you have used as stepping stones to your success?
Very, very many.
Oh, really?
Manisha, it's in life is a roller coaster ride. So there's no such thing as just an up and you just stay up and you just come down. It's always an up and down phase, I guess, for everyone. And my mantra is, even if 2 out of 100 aspects are working in my favor, anything that will say, okay, I can give this a shot. You have to be a risk taker. Anything that I say, even out of 100 possibilities, 2 are working in my favor, I will go for it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave the rest to God. Work hard. The harder you work and you surrender to God, the more things work out for you. So there have been very many obstacles,
Really?
um, which I would not like to elaborate right now about. But you just have to go on. Consistency is the key. Perseverance, perseverance, perseverance.
Thank you. And I think that was basically essentially what I was looking for, to let everybody know that failure is, or obstacles are but a path to walk
Yes.
on to success. Yeah. And perseverance.
Sometimes in the same day, I'm facing like a career high and a personal low, or vice versa. And you just take it in your stride and you move on, and such is life.
Right. Yeah.
People will be like, oh, she's written this, got a full page article in the papers, but maybe it's actually a terrible day for me, because maybe a student has dropped out of my classes, which means a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
anything could happen, right? So I may be seen externally as, oh, this is her today, she must be like on top of a mountain, but the fact may be completely different. And you just have to kind of go on and keep trying, don't give up.
Totally. Thank you.
Keep inspiring.
And I asked you now about your obstacles, but what about one of your big success stories, yours personally, or one of your clients? A big success story that you might have encountered in your journey in fitness.
Yes, so I've had very many success stories too. Thank God, touch wood. When I became the HOD of, the head of department of group exercise for Gold's Gym was one. When I became manager of the first workplace that I worked for, which was a fitness studio, that was two. HOD of Moksh was three. Every time
Wow.
I get a newspaper article, yeah, thank you. And every time I get a newspaper article out there that I know how much effort has been put into to write and create and to think of and come up with the idea, and it's out there and it's finally published in the papers, that's a big success and a happy note for me. When
Mm-hmm.
my students do well, when they show progress, appreciate the effort and the talent, and keeping classes fresh and different every time. Any word of appreciation for my students is a very big success. However, it may seem irrelevant to anyone, but for me personally, it's a big success. And another thing is, in life, you can't have just one success and just a failure. I think the little drops, like drops in the ocean, a little bits of success on a daily basis, on a regular basis, which may mean nothing to someone else, but may mean the world to you. So say I have taken a class today with my students and they've come out smiling, and I know I did a good job. And they're happy in class, and the choreography was good, the music was top notch. All of that went well, and it's not the monetary aspect of it because they've already prepaid for the class. But I know I did good work. That
Mm-hmm.
drop of happiness and success and the endorphins rushing in my body on a regular basis is also a very big success.
How lovely.
Right? It's these daily bits of success that matter a lot.
So it doesn't need to be a big
Every drop in the
success.
ocean.
It's
It doesn't need to
exactly.
be. There could be big, there could be small. It's all part and parcel of life. You just go on and just so happy to see your students happy. That is very important and successful in what they do.
How lovely.
Right?
Yeah. And Bhavna, how important are routines and rituals for you? Whether it's a morning routine or anything that you believe are non-negotiable for you?
Right. So fitness is non-negotiable. Keeping your 1 hour daily, no excuses, is really important. You're not answerable to anyone. That is your me time, and you allocate maybe a space, a designated space, time that you are accountable for, self-accountable for, and say, "This is my workout time." You tell your child, you tell your spouse or your family members that, "Hey, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. do not ask for me. I'm going to be doing my workout." Whatever the time slot may be that suits you, or the class that is being aired on Instagram Live or whichever platform
Right.
that suits you and that you know that works for you, that is your me time. And even though we are women and we have 100 roles to play, and now I know we all are short staffed now with the current COVID situation, but you don't need to be answerable to anyone for that. You owe this to yourself.
Yeah. And probably self-care leads on to you being a
Yes.
better person in total, and you probably
Right,
work your
right,
roles a lot better. Yeah.
right. Very true.
Yeah. And
So
Bhavna,
self-accountability is important. Commitment is important. And it all begins here and here, in your head and in your heart.
yes, that whole
You know best
synchronicity
what's good
between,
for you.
totally, the mind and body connection. Totally. Thank you. Yeah.
Most
And
right.
how important is food in your lifestyle? How important is food?
So I don't believe in fad diets and even fad fitness trends. A fad is after all a fad, right? It's a trend. It's in and out. So I keep my food very basic, nutritious, and normal. So people go really overboard. Oh, I'm having only quinoa pasta, or I'm having edamame noodles, and I need my kale, I need my berries, and I need these alternative milks. I don't drink milk anymore, and so on and so forth. But you can't lead your life like this. I don't think so.
Right.
Eat local, be sensible. Moderation is the key, and if you enjoy the food, have a bit of it, definitely. So moderation and balance are very important, but don't need to go crazy about anything. Fit exercise in to burn your extra calories. So as opposed to someone who's going on a keto diet where they're having zero carbs, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't need to exercise because I don't intake any carbs." But you don't realize it, but your organs will collapse. There's dis-ease, right? You're going to invite diseases. You may have the self-control to sustain an all liquid diet, or a zero carb diet, or whichever diet that you may want to follow. But the fact is that your body is not going to understand it. Ultimately, your body will give in and will collapse. So in the long run, you cannot eliminate a food group.
Yes.
You should not eliminate a food group. Indulge once in a while, or I eat chocolate every day and guilt-free, regular chocolate on
Really?
a daily basis. I'm on 44.
Oh, bravo!
Yeah,
I'm so
every
happy to
single
hear that.
day. I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink and smoke. I'm very anti, empty calories. I do not like white sugar as such. So I don't have that in my green tea or my black coffee. I don't believe in white rice and maida. That's white flour. I try to keep my food nutritious. With the same point of time, don't go ballistic. Something that works for you in the long run is what's going to work for you. Like on a daily basis, what is going to work for you in the long run.
Totally. I mean, that's probably what's going to be sustainable.
Yes, for you and your body and your family, I guess, too.
Yes, because we've all heard of mood swings when you've cut off certain food groups, the whole
Yes,
hangry.
that your body will collapse, your system will collapse. And imagine if you have 5 members in a family and one person doesn't eat this, and next person doesn't eat that, and third person doesn't eat another food. Oh God, the cook will go crazy. Whoever's preparing food will go crazy. You should
Totally.
understand, as a unit, we were taught that whatever's cooked in a house, we need to eat that food.
Really?
Just be grateful and thankful to God that you have food on your table, that we have a meal in place. Always thank God for all your small blessings.
Yeah, totally. Thank you, Bhavna.
I'm a Sindhi. I eat aloo tuk regularly.
Oh, wow! And you've just inspired me.
It's a ritual once in a week.
Wow, you've just inspired me. Now I have a craving for aloo tuk. So that's
Come over
tonight.
Switzerland to Mumbai.
Wonderful. And Bhavna, before I say goodbye to you, I would love to keep talking to you forever, but I know I have to let you go. You have a heavy schedule. But any tips or tricks you'd like to leave us with? I'm a relative beginner, but like I said, I take a whole load of inspiration from you. But any tips or tricks you'd like to leave us with?
So I think keep your workout routine balanced. Like I said, include all 5 aspects, which I had mentioned earlier, which is your cardio, your strength training, flexibility, food, and meditate or do some kind of affirmations to keep, especially during a pandemic, to keep your mind healthy and happy. So that is very important. Include all 5 aspects of fitness. That's one part I would really need to stress on. I see a lot of people who go only for a walk. Walk is activity, not exercise. So let me specify that. And I only do yoga, and I only do, these guys who lift weights in the gym, they only lift big, because they want to be bulky. You can't only do this and only do that. You have to incorporate all the aspects of fitness. And also, like I said, healthy mind. You can't be a serial killer and say, hey, I've got strong muscles and all, I look good. It doesn't work that way, right? And so that's important. And keep everything manageable and consistent. That's a tip I would like to give everyone. Don't go overboard. You don't need to overstress and overwork out. Keep your goals realistic. So your workout should always be challenging, not to kill you, not like a killer workout, but it should be challenging. It should get you going. It should give you that sense of accomplishment that, hey, I did this. So you're ready for the next step. You're ready to progress after a couple of weeks or months. You're ready to take the next step. But if you keep your goals too vast, okay, I'm going to lose 10 kilos this month, or I'm going to go for this killer workout, I'm going to just go flat out. You can't be thin in one day, right? So if you're going to go for those kind of goals, you're subjecting yourself to failure in every way. So keep it realistic and take baby steps, one step at a time, challenging, fresh, interesting for you.
Oh, bravo.
Add variety to your routines, spice up your routines, spice up your life.
Bhavna, how wonderful. Thank you for all your insights. It's been an absolute delight speaking to you.
Thank you, and ditto.